Hey Rebel Rouser, I'm Alan Voivod, and this is Star Wars 7x7. We're at episode number 1546, and it's been a while since we've done a gaming update on Star Wars, and I guess technically speaking, this isn't exactly a gaming thing, but it is kind of an immersive situation, and hey, gaming is pretty immersive, so let's roll with it, right? So there's been a big announcement from ILM X Lab and everybody else associated with them, and that is about the upcoming release of a 3-part virtual reality series entitled Vader Immortal, and the first episode is coming out in early 2019. We don't necessarily know yet when episodes 2 and 3 of this are coming out, and we also don't know how long these episodes are going to be, but there are some crucial details that have been released. First of all, if you're familiar with Secrets of the Empire, and that is the current virtual reality experience that is being offered to people at Downtown Disney in Anaheim and also at Downtown Disney in Walt Disney World in Florida, where you are on a mission undercover with K2SO to Mustafar to find some cargo box, and we've talked about it here on the podcast, so if you want to find the details of what actually happens in Secrets of the Empire, well, you can certainly do that because there is an episode where we go all spoiler on it. I won't do it in this episode because, not everybody has had the chance to go through it, and not everybody will, but I will tell you what episode of the podcast you can go listen to if you want to hear the full breakdown. And fittingly, the acclaimed screenwriter David S. Goyer, who is involved with Secrets of the Empire, is also involved with this project too. And apparently it's been in the works since 2015, and the first rumblings about it were actually caught around 2016, that something like this, or at least something with a title like this, was in the works, or, basically, put it this way, the Trials on Tatooine thing that they did back at one of the celebrations was sort of the original test bed for doing something like this, and it's coming on the new Oculus Quest VR headset that's also coming in the not too distant future as well. So it is sort of a joint venture with them and Facebook, and so yeah, all of these juggernauts are combining to create this incredible experience. So far, the little teaser that they released has, this much at least for it. We know that we're going to be spending time on Mustafar again, inside Vader's castle. There is a bit about a ship being pulled out of hyperspace, so somehow an interdictor is involved, and who it is that got pulled out of hyperspace, well, we don't know. It might be whoever it is that you and I, when we put the headset on, are supposed to be playing in this immersive experience. And it seems like the first person character will be getting to wield a lightsaber of some kind also, which is naturally a very exciting thing. There have been a lot of stories posted about it already, of course, on the D23 website and StarWars.com. Variety has a piece. They're all over the place basically, and ILM X Lab has their own thing too as far as official stories go. But one of the things that is clear is that it is a canon story, and that there are narrative seeds that were placed in Secrets of the Empire that are going to be fulfilled in the Vader Immortal series. It is telling an as yet untold story about Vader, and it's supposed to connect to a lot of other things in the Star Wars galaxy. Apparently it's not just Vader and not just his castle, but we're going to be learning more about Vader and what his goals are. And there are going to be other connections drawn to the Star Wars galaxy based on everything and every one that we see in it. So yeah, clearly it's not just going to be Vader. We're going to have other supporting characters showing up in this thing too. And it is in fact going to be a VR-only experience. According to Goyer, it is not designed for any other medium, and that there are no plans at this point to port it into any other medium. So the only way to get this is through the VR, or once it's been experienced by some folks, where then it gets to Wikipedia, or we talk about it here on the podcast. So there will be other ways that you'll get to at least learn about the details of the story, and yet of course it's not going to be the same unless you get to experience it yourself. So something to look forward to for 2019, among all of the other things that are going on in 2019. In fact, I'll give you an update on the other announced project for video games in 2019 after the break and a quick word from our friends at Nissan. Stay tuned. Hey Rebel Rouser, I want to see your solo a Star Wars story-inspired custom designs of Nissan Titans and Altimas and Rogues. Check out sw7x7.com/custom to make your own designs, share them on social media, and tag us so that we can check them out. I've already done a Falcon and a Convex transport and a Cloud Rider swoop bike. I'm going to do a couple more. Check it out at sw7x7.com/custom and make your own with Nissan's fun Best in the Galaxy customizer tool. And hey, don't forget Solo a Star Wars story is out on digital, Blu-ray, and new on 4K Ultra HD as well. Welcome back. So, almost a bit of a cheat, I guess, in a way. The news about Jedi Fallen Order, which is the video game that's coming in the holiday season for 2019, is that there's no real news to report. There have been things unearthed over the last couple of months since the announcement about it coming. Like, for example, a behind the scenes bit of footage from Electronic Arts and from Respawn Entertainment talking about it, where you get to see a couple of folks in motion capture suits jumping around and waving lightsabers at each other, which is very exciting naturally. And so, you have to wonder how many times that they're going to go to the well with Vader. I mean, it's not like you were all going to be like, Vader again, sigh, or anything like that. I mean, yeah, maybe some people will, but there's an opportunity now to go deeper into the whole hunting down of Jedi. And in fact, we get to see a little bit of it in the second series of Darth Vader comic books, where it's not just Vader that is on the hunt, although he is, but there is also the Inquisitorius, which is the group of all of these random Sith users, the fifth brother and the seventh sister and the brothers and sisters and this, that, and the other. And they're all evil baddies who are happy to hunt down Jedi. It makes sense that that's who we would focus on as a primary bad guy inside Jedi Fallen Order, because, give us a little bit more variety, make it a little bit more different and intriguing and exciting. Sure, let Vader show up at some point. I mean, you almost can't do it without Vader, but if it focuses more on defeating the Inquisitorius, I think that could be a very exciting concept indeed. And that is going to do it for our episode today. If you are not subscribing to the podcast, whether you're catching it on video or on audio, then by all means, please do wherever you are checking this out. And I hope you will think that the podcast is worth supporting on Patreon too, this daily endeavor of Star Wars joy. That's patreon.com/SW7x7 to support us there. For now, though, it just remains for me to say thank you so much for joining me for this episode, and may the Force be with you wherever in the world you may be.
This podcast is not endorsed or sponsored yet by Lucasfilm Limited, Disney, or 20th Century Fox, and is intended for entertainment and information purposes only. Star Wars, the Star Wars logo, all names and pictures of Star Wars characters, vehicles, and any other Star Wars-related items are registered trademarks and/or copyrights of Lucasfilm Limited or their respective trademark and copyright holders. May the Force be with them. All original content is copyright 2018 Star Wars 7x7. We hope you love it.